Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today in this video we're taking a look at this. This is a charger from Portronics, and as you can see the model name is Adapto 22. The unique feature about this charger is that it supports Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 and also it supports power delivery that comes with a USB Type-C port. On the box you can already see the picture. The bottom port is your QC Quick Charge port and the top port is your USB-C power delivery supported port, but the maximum output of this charger is only 18 watts. So if you look at the back of the box, there is the output rating of the charger given. So you can see with the USB port it is capable of delivering 3 amperes, so 5 volt 3 amperes, 9 volt 2 amperes, 12 volt 1.5 amperes, and with the USB Type-C port it is capable of delivering 5 volt 3 amperes, 2 amperes at 9 volt and 1.5 amperes and 12 volts. So similar specification for both the ports, the USB Type A port as well as the USB Type-C port. So without any further delay, let's just take this out and see whether it is conforming to the written specification on the box or not. Also I paid about 450 rupees on amazon.in for this charger. So let's just take a look at what you get in the box. So this was the packaging, and pretty much this is what you get in the box. There is only one charger and nothing else inside the box, no instruction, nothing else. And the packaging is decent, nice looking packaging, but I don't like shiny packaging because these types of packaging are little difficult to recycle. So there is that. So let's keep all these things aside and focus on the charger itself. So this is how the charger looks. The plastic feels good quality, but the weight of the charger is not that heavy. The charger feels light. On the front you can see the Portronics written here, typical Indian style 2-pin plug, and then again on the charger you've got the specification of the charger written here. At the back you can see the USB port, your USB Type-C charging port. So let me just measure the size of this charger first. So I've got my tape measure here. If you take a look at this is just a little less than 2 inches long in this direction. The thickness of the charger is just about 1 inch, and the length of the charger including the prongs is about 2.5 inches in length. So let's just test this charger and see whether this is conforming to the written specifications. So I've got this extension here which is plugged into AC outlet. Let's plug this in. So it is now plugged in. Now to test the charger I will be using my USB meter here. Let's plug this in. So this is now plugged in. So the first thing that the company is claiming that it is capable of delivering 3 amperes at 5 volt. So we're getting 5 volts. Let's increase the current to about 3 amperes. We're getting 1 amperes. Now we're getting 2 amperes, and when we hit 2 amperes the voltage has dropped to 4.99 volts. But anyways, let's just keep pushing it whether it is able to support that or not. So at 3 we are at 3 amperes, and as you can see the voltage is still about 4.92 volts, which is not good, not bad, but it is able to hold 3 amperes and the charger is not turning off. So you can definitely draw about 3 amperes at 5 volts, although the voltage is not as stable as I would like to be. Anyways, the first thing, it qualifies. Now let us check for the fast charging. So to test the fast charging, what I will do is I will use my PD trigger here. So I've got this PD trigger. This will trigger, with this trigger we will be able to trigger 9 volts and 12 volt on this charger. So let me just plug this in. So our trigger is now plugged in. So at the moment we're getting 5 volts, as you can see. Now let us trigger 9 volts. So this is 9 volt, and at 9 volt the company says that it is able to deliver 2 amperes. So let me increase the current now and let's see whether it is able to deliver 2 amperes at 9 volts. So 1 ampere, 1.5, 1.6, 1.8, 1.9, and yes, we are able to get about 2 amperes without any problem. Although the voltage has decreased a little bit, this will only be a problem if you're using really long cables, but for shorter cables you wouldn't see much difference. Now let us trigger 12 volts, and at 12 volts they are claiming that it is capable of delivering 1.5 amperes. So we are at 12 volts, as you can see. Let's increase the current to 1.5 amperes, and as you can see we are getting exactly 12 volts and 1.5 amperes without any problem. So the charger is definitely conforming to the written specification that are written on it. So let me remove all this contraption, and now let us do the test of the USB-C port as well. So to test the USB-C port and test whether this port actually supports power delivery or not, I'm going to use my USB-C meter, and we will also use a power delivery PD trigger that will confirm that whether this actually supports power delivery or not. Okay, so I've got my USB-C meter here. The USB-C meter is very small. So with this USB meter, we will be able to figure out whether this supports power delivery or not, and we will also be able to know how many types of charging this USB-C port supports. So let me just plug this USB meter in. So my USB meter is in, and as you can see, we are getting 5 volts at the moment. So let me take my meter to the protocol detection page. So as you can see, we are at the protocol detection page, and in this page we will the USB meter will be able to tell us how many types of charging does this charger support. So on this page I will select this option. Now it will say dangerous. I will click yes, and now it will go through all the charging protocols and check whether the charging, what kind of charging is supported by this charger or not. So at the moment you can see that we support Qualcomm 2.0, 3.0. In the Qualcomm we support 5 volt, 9 volt, 12 volt, 20 volt is not supported. In the Qualcomm we support QC 3.0. Samsung adaptive fast charging is also supported at 9 volt, and yes, USB type C PD is also supported. So there is that. Huawei FCP fast charging protocol 9 volt is also supported, but Huawei SCP standard charging protocol is not supported. Anyways, we were only interested in the type C part of this, and type C says PD. That means this does support power delivery. Now there is another way of testing the PD feature of this charger, and that is by plugging in a small power delivery trigger. So let me just bring in my power delivery trigger. Alright, so I've got my PD trigger here, and as you can see, this is how the trigger looks, very small. So what this trigger does is basically it tells the charger to deliver a particular voltage, and if this is a power delivery capable port, only then this PD trigger will be able to work. But for this to be able to work, we will need a USB type C to type C cable, because power delivery only works with a type C to type C cable. So to do that, I will be using my USB type C to type C cable. This is from Baseuse. So let me just plug this in, and now the cable will go into my PD trigger. So it is now connected, and to the other end of the PD trigger, the cable, I've connected this DC jack. So basically I made this cable to be able to run my modem and router that takes 9 volt or 12 volts. I don't remember whether this cable was 12 volt or 9 volt, but I've got a multimeter here, and we will use the multimeter to check whether we're getting any voltage at the end of or not. So I've got my multimeter here. So let me put my multimeter here. As you can see, probably see, yes, we can see that. I will put this inside, and then this will go outside. So as you can see, yes, this cable was apparently 9 volt cable, and as you can see, we're getting 9 volt. So yes, this port is capable of delivering power delivery voltages without any problem. So the port definitely supports power delivery, and now that we've confirmed that, we can definitely use this charger for power delivery capable devices without any problem. So there we go. This was pretty much my test of this charger from Portronics. This was the Adapto 22. The only thing I didn't like about this charger is that it didn't come with a charging cable, but although for 400 rupees you're getting for 450 rupees, not only you're getting 2 charging ports, but you're also getting a power delivery capable charger as well. And if you go in the market, power delivery chargers are very expensive. So for that, I think this is a decent charger. I'm not sure about the life of this charger. The time will only tell how long this charger lasts, but so far it is working. It conforms to the specification, although it wasn't able to hold the exact voltages, or at least proper voltages when I was using the peak power from the charger. Anyways, this is similar to other chargers that I've used. That's not a big problem. Overall, it's a decent charger for the price. If you're in the market for a power delivery capable charger and your budget is not much, then you can definitely take a look at this. One more thing to consider is also that this is only a 18 watt charger, so that is something that you need to remember. You will only be able to get 18 watt out of this charger, either using this port or this port. If you're using both the ports at the time, the combined output of both the ports will still be 18 watts. So there is that. So with that, let me conclude. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.